Everybody. It is I have it's Thursday. It's question and answer day. We have no heat and the internet's out. But I think I got the internet back up and running. I think I had to call them and straighten out some stuff since we moved and just we no longer have phone service at the dock and no internet service except a hotspot on a Verizon phone. So think they accidentally cut off our internet, but I got it all fixed. Got it all fixed. We're good to go, and we are rocking and rolling this morning. If you hear some people talking outside, we are waiting on the uh, heating and air conditioning people to get here, and I've got coffee that it's not as hot as I would like for it to be to warm my hands, but guess what? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I am waiting on these the heating and air conditioning people to give me a call. Robert's not going to take Jimmy to town because the heating and air conditioning people are coming. Well, heat people. We didn't have heat last night. We had a fire going in the fireplace all night, and it was okay. It was okay. We got under an extra blanket, and we were good to go. So come on in. Come on in, everybody. Let me get some announcements. We have got a great sale going on for mop, our mop head, our mop package, mop cloths. We got it all going on, y'all. Got it all going on. And Justin turned on the Dust and Shine pack today for the gray rags and the purple rags. Makes a great tool to get your home dusted and ready to go. Um, I've shared some things on our YouTube channel, on our community page about Toby Keith. I didn't realize what a fine man he was. The world is gonna miss him. He's gonna miss him, but he's just one thing after another. He he just helped people. He did a mini St. Jude's in Oklahoma City for 16 beds and raised money for them. So somebody's got to step up to help raise money for this mini St. Jude's. I think it's called Corral or something. But it's just he made a difference in people's lives, and I never knew it. I never knew it. I knew he was a good neighbor to my friends, but he grew up in that area. And he never moved to Nashville, so that kind of ostracized him. But he knew what the people wanted. He knew what the people wanted, and he worked hard for it. He worked hard. So y'all get on in here. Let's get some questions going. I've put everything down on here. I got 6 pages, I think. Is it 6 or 7? It may be 7. So, questions for February the 8th, 2024. Can you believe it? Fly Lady, how do you manage pet hair on clothes? I'm 62 years old and a newbie dog mom. Well, that's quite a blessing. I got a puppy and said, well, why not two? A brother and a sister. Oh my, it's exhausting. Yeah, puppies are a handful, but guess what? You can train them. You can take them outside. You need to get them spayed and neutered when it's time, and because they are brother and sister, and it's going to be one of the most wonderful things you've ever done. I'm the one of the podcasters I follow, Grandpa Doss. He has a brother and a sister livestock guardian dogs, and they are a handful. But it just brings life to you, just wonderful life having beautiful critters in your life. So how do I handle cat hair and dog hair? I just deal with it. I don't get obsessive about it. How many people have you ever noticed when you were out shopping or at a restaurant, did you notice the dog and cat hair on them? I I don't. And I keep a roly thing that gets dog hair and stuff off in the pocket of Robert's car so that I can, if I see, it's mainly my hair is the issue. And I roll my shirt and my butt because my cat sleeps in my chair. I put a pillow down for her, a little cat bed, and that does a good job. So I haven't even put the chat up. Let me get the chat up. So uh, one of the things I saw about Toby Keef this morning is when Merle Haggard, and he's an Okie too, was playing a concert in Las Vegas at Mandalay Bay. Toby and his wife were there for a football game, and he went to see Merle, and Merle was sick. It was his last concert, and Merle had pneumonia, and he was sick. And he looked at Toby and he said, "Son, how many of my songs do you know?" And he said, "Sir, I know them all." And Merle got up and sang 4 songs, and Toby finished the concert for him. And it was his last concert. So this was a good man. This was a good man that passed away, and he never bragged on the stuff he was doing. But I heard an interview from November the 3rd of last year, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful interview. It was long, but it was a beautiful interview. Okay, here's part 2 of this question from Mama Cotton. Also, how do I deal with dog care? Sick dogs, messes, bending over is hard on my back. Ouch. This is not intuitive for me. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Main thing is, and um I don't know if that's from Mama Cotton or the next one is. So you got to be safe. You got to be safe. And ma- bending over is hard to do. Even squatting can be hard to do. But if you have a mop and a mop cloth, you can clean up a lot of messes. You can clean up a lot of messes with a mop. And that's what I've been doing with my 1 minute mops every day. But you got to clean up messes as they happen. You can't let them sit there. So, having puppy pads are amazing to help train dogs. I still have a pack of puppy pads from 5 years ago when we got Tulip. And puppy pads are just the ticket. I mean, I'm not going to throw away these puppy pads because we might need them. If we get sick sometime, we might need them for our bed. They're just like little coverings that protect your floor. Now, I buy paper towels by the box, and I have a box of them everywhere. And when I get up in the morning, I start looking for kitty messes. We call it Earth Patrol. And I'll put a paper towel over it so nobody steps in it. And then when I've got my stomach straightened out, I will do I'll do cleanup and throw them in the fireplace. And we had one little mess this morning. One little mess. But you got to clean as you go, and always have a mop ready when you get through using it and you put the mop cloth back in in the washing machine ready to get for the next one. Maybe you just put a paper towel on it and have some Windex handy. You just have to be ready, but utilize your tools. Utilize your tools. And if not, just use your foot and clean it up with a paper towel, and then throw it away. But you're going to have to be stretching. Somebody bought washable puppy pads on Amazon. I've never heard of such a thing. Oh my goodness. Baxter65 from YouTube. Do you make bone broth out of bones? And if so, what's your recipe? Well, I like beef bones. I like a rich beef broth. I like chicken broth too. And you can use what you do with the beef bones is you put them on a roasting pan and you salt and pepper them and do all the good stuff. You put some veggies with them, put it in the oven and roast them until they get brown, and it makes a really rich broth. And then you put it in your Instapot or in your crock pot. If you put it in crock pot, you got to cook it for a couple of days. In the Instapot, I just run mine 3 times. And I've got the most amazing broth you have ever seen. And then sometimes I reduce it down and make it richer by doing reducing it by half in my boiling pan and put it in ice cubes and freezing it. So I don't really have a recipe. I just follow what and YouTube has lots of people making them. I mean, lots of people making beef broth, chicken broth, and it's really good stuff. How do you declutter your wardrobe? I have a small place to keep clothes, so my drawers are overflowing. Do 1 drawer at a time. Reach in your closet and pick 5 items to give away. You know what doesn't fit or what you don't like or what you don't love. You can do this. And maybe you clean out 1 drawer a week in your dresser because you got too many clothes and you don't wear them. I know you don't wear them. I wear every one of my clothes that are in the bathroom. The ones that are in my closet, they're for special occasions. And I'm not going to any special occasions right now. But just 5 items at a time. Put them in a bag and get them out to your car. And only keep the things, key pieces. Like I've got this heavy duty sweater on right now. It's not the prettiest thing, but guess what? It's keeping me warm on a cold day in our house. Do you have some more recipes to share for appetizers for the Super Bowl? Yesterday, you gave us the potato rounds that sounded great. Uh-oh. Y'all, guess who's back? Guess who's back? He's showing out. Look at him. Look at him. He is showing out. Anyway, Super Bowl recipe. Robert likes to make something he calls it cheese glop. 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 The phone's ringing. I thought they were calling my cell phone. Anyway, it is a package of spinach, a can of cheese soup. He takes the spinach and squeezes all frozen chopped spinach and cheese soup and some Velveeta and some dry mustard. And I don't really have a recipe for it because it's Robert's recipe. But there are lots of wonderful recipes for a cheese dip, queso type thing. You can cook sausage up, you can cook hamburger up. Just look for cheese dip on YouTube and you will find some great recipes. Great recipes. And when you're hungry, everything tastes good. How do you make your lima beans you mentioned on the show on Wednesday? It was a bag of frozen lima beans. I poured them, I threw them on the counter and busted them up. And then I put them in a saucepan, and I put some butter with them, about a half a stick of butter. And then I put a cup of white wine. I have a box of white wine that I use for cooking collard greens and green beans and all kinds of stuff, and all the alcohol is cooked out of it, and I really cook it down to where there's no liquid left. That's pretty much all I do. Anyway, it was a family size box of lima beans. What are some of the things you do on anti-procrastination day? I made an eye appointment, and I'm so proud of myself. What else can I add to Wednesday's anti-procrastination list? Maybe it's get a haircut. Maybe it's get your nails done, or do a manicure. My nails grow like crazy, so I get in the bathtub, and sometimes I give myself a manicure in the bathtub. I have cuticle remover in the bathtub, and so I just put it on and set my hands up on the countertops and sit back and relax. And the next thing I know, I'm taking my rub scrubber or a purple rag and just rub my cuticles, and it's done. What other things do you do? On anti-procrastination day, I like to take my comforters that I have on the couch and run them through the washing machine about once a month. I have cloth napkins that we use all the time. I'll wash up the cloth napkins. Anything you've been putting off. Maybe putting toilet paper in your bathroom. I'm down to one roll. I just need to fill up my containers. I need to get my hair cut and wondered if you had any suggestions for what's in style since you are a public figure. I am not that kind of public figure. I have never been into what's in style, ever, because I like my style, and I'm not going to have anybody tell me or dictate to me what my style is. I know my body type, I know my skin type, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So you can look online and see there are videos for women with long hair. There are videos with women with short hair or mid-ranged hair. And your hair grows. My hair was cut to right here, and just look. It's grown at least 8 inches since like a year ago January. And videos with your hair so cute and professional before COVID, before losing your hairdresser. It looks pretty long too. I do what's comfortable. I can take my hair and put it in a bun in the back, and I take a barrette. I have 4 of these, and pin it up and get it out of my way. I like it. I liked it short too, but I'm at a time in my life that I don't really want short hair, because I've been reading my Bible, and the Bible talks about the hair covering for women. It's a wonderful thing. Well, if you want to see me in short hair, just look at my old videos. I got my hair cut once a month, the last Wednesday of every month. I booked it a year in advance. And that's a great thing to do on anti-procrastination. If you need a haircut each week, each month, then do it. But my hairdresser moved to Whiteville, North Carolina, which is down east, and I've tried to go to a couple of hairdressers, and I just don't have the heart in me. I'm just don't do it. Will you explain how you run such an amazing business without charging us anything? It seems like it would be an enormous expense. I feel guilty for all you give us when I'm not giving anything back. Thank you so much, Fly Lady, for all that you do to make families' life peaceful and fun. I love you. Y'all, I never set out to have a business. I didn't have a business plan. One person needed my help. And we have downsized, we upsized and then we downsized. And that's how life is. You move out of your mother's home, your mother and father's home, and you go to college and get a little dorm room. And then you may get a roommate and rent an apartment. And before you know it, you get married and you get a home and you start collecting stuff. People with the most shoes gonna win in the end. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. But we've gotten lean and mean. We've realized that we're back to Jack and Patty and Kathy and Rebecca and Justin. And Justin was my first employee. And we were selling things on eBay, not eBay, on YouTube. No, on Amazon. I'll get it right in a minute. So if you want to help us, purchase a product from us. We sell a product, make a profit so that we can pay people. And Patty and I, we do it out of the goodness of our heart. Justin too. So folks, purchase something from us. Now we do have a donation link at the top of our page right beside where you sign up for emails, but nobody ever uses that. Nobody ever uses that. But it's there if you want to donate something. And we appreciate it. Where should I start decluttering? The kitchen, living room, or the bathroom? They are all huge cluttered messes. Is there a special time of day that is best to declutter? No, it's whenever you stick your arm out and pick something up to throw away. That's when the best time. There's no perfect time to declutter, y'all. There's not. Quit looking for it. But right now, we're in zone 2. Decluttering zone 2. I think our heat and air people are here. Just do it. 5 minutes in the morning, afternoon, and evening. You're going to be blown away. Would you please explain how I can be a perfectionist and have a whole house that is a cluttered mess? I don't understand. It seems like the opposite of perfection to me. What it is you tell yourself you don't have time, but you don't finish the sentence. That's why you're not realizing. You don't have time to do it like your mama did. You don't have time to do it right. You don't have time. You don't have 8 hours in a day to clean. Well, we don't need 8 hours. We need a minute here and a minute there and pick up after ourselves. Pick up after ourselves. Go, Ruth's wanting to know how to order a mini calendar. Go to shop.flylady.net, HTTPS. and you'll see on the homepage of the shop the calendars, and you can get both of them, and they're half price. So your perfectionism is in the fact that you procrastinate. If you're procrastinating on something because you don't have time, that's a sure sign. I have so much shame about how I have been living. I have shut people out of my life for fear of them seeing my house. You're not the only one. If I could change one thing about my stinking thinking, what would you think that would be? I want to get better, but I'm not sure where to start. Start at your entrance of your home. What people see if they come to your door. And then just work into the living room and, the heart of your home, your kitchen. Start. Sitting there and looking at it ain't going to change it. And whining about it ain't going to change it. You got to do something. You got to hit a lick at a snake. You got to pick up your hand. You got to do something. And we're all here. We're just like you. What is your favorite fly lady tool? Right now, this week, my favorite fly lady tool has been the mop. The mop. Because I got a Roomba and it gets my floors picked up. But this mop is keeping my floors looking good all the time, ready for company, ready for somebody to walk in the door, even if it is Jimmy or a repairman. Well, pooey. Okay, that's done. I have. So just get started. When you hear yourself say, "I don't have time," set your timer for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Those key words, "I don't have time," is perfectionism rearing its ugly head. And rebuke laziness. Nothing better than the devil wants you to be lazy. Stop it. Get up and do something. Do you get the mop is my favorite fly lady tool right now. But I always use rub scrubbers, the purple rags. It's always something. I've always got a tool handy. Do you get your nails manicured professionally? They always look so no, 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 no. These are just plain nails. I don't have. I got some glittery iridescent nail polish at Christmas just to look a little festive, and I don't like it on my nails. And every night when I'm putting my chapstick on, I put some chapstick on my fingernails. That's all I do. Okay, next. Do you still have to declutter after all these years of flying? Yeah, I'm decluttering right now in this room. I've got books I have to eliminate. I got a lot of things that I have to do. But guess what? It's okay. It's okay. You're always going to have to declutter because that's who we are. How do you know what's under my sink? You nailed it in one of your videos. I just started looking around for video cameras. Just kidding, Fly Lady. Because I got it under my sink too. I've got it under my sink too. I know. Mason jars, mayonnaise jars, vases, dirty dish towels that have dried and I need to wash them. That's one of the things I do on Anti-Procrastination Day is to wash dish towels. Dear, I am so proud of myself for not quitting my Fly Lady routines that began in January. You said poinsettias usually die out around Valentine's Day and quit their routines. I don't want to be one of them. That's good. Be stubborn. I have kept my sink clean and shiny, plus I'm decluttering every day. My garage guy is the only person not happy. My garbage guy is the only person not happy about this. What are some things I can do to keep going all year long? Not crash and burn. Don't go hog wild and all of a sudden, how it used to be when our bathrooms were so messy, we would go months without cleaning our bathrooms. And then all of a sudden we'd get a hair and a wild hair, and we'd spend 4, 6 hours cleaning our bathroom. And guess how often you clean it after that? You don't clean it for another 4 months because you burnt yourself out. So stop doing that to yourself. You can do this. You have the ability. Yeah, you do. All you got to do is pick up after yourself and start decluttering. One bag a day to donate. One bag for the trash and one bag to give away. And you are going to be so much better off. Y'all, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, please be with our friend Jack. Help him to realize that we need him in our lives. Help him to know that you have his back and that we are here to pray for him and to be with him. Lord, we are here to help rebuke the evil spirits that's attacking his body. Lord, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you for all that you do for us. Keep all my fly babies safe from evil. Help them to fight off perfectionism, which comes from the evil one. Help them to do baby steps, to just take that first step, go shine their sink, get dressed to lace up shoes. We love you, Lord. All these things we ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen and amen. I love you all. I will see you later.